Today we'll be doing our first class note episode and we'll be focusing on sidestepping. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answer any training related questions. My name is Edgar, and it is episode 28 of Practice Wing Chun. So, first off, I want to apologize for the previous episode where the camera went out of focus. I think it was when I moved the dummy and then the vibration of it shook the camera and made it lose focus. Hopefully today it won't happen again. I will make up for it in the next, or the part 2 of the Seal and Tao on the Wing Chun dummy. And I'll just review it, go do it again briefly, and then move on to part 2. So once again, apologize for that. My camera isn't that great, but for now, for its purpose, it's still pretty good. So today is the first episode of Class Notes. And this is actually more for me than for all of you guys. This is just for me to kind of review what I learned from my class yesterday, and that I can just go over it again when I want to. And for you guys, this could also be useful for your training as well. So let's just get right into it. So yesterday I was working on section 6 of the Wing Chun dummy form, and there was one part we were working on the application. So there's one part where essentially lock a bong cell, step, and as I do, drop my bong cell into the ton cell. From there, lop cell, chop, and if I need to, I'll step in and then pock and strike at the same time. So one of the biggest thing was my footwork. My stepping was I thought it was fine, because when I do it, I step, I put all my weight on my front leg, and as I bring my back leg up, the weight is redistributed so that my back leg has all the weight. But I noticed that my seafood did something different. Instead of putting all the weight on his front leg as he stepped to the side, he just left all the weight on the back leg without transferring it to the front. And as he did this, as he went from this position to this position, ton, it made more sense, because as you lop them, you kind of make your body go this way. So when you go for the follow-up strike, your hip is kind of already in the position for the power strike. I guess to demonstrate, I'm gonna use the Wing Chun dummy. Hopefully this time the camera doesn't lose focus when I use it. So I'm just gonna use this. Hopefully I have the angle for this. Okay, just a little bit. So the idea is the opponent throws 2 punches, and I'm just gonna use this just for the reference punch. So to throw a punch, bong cell, shift, and I step. As my back leg comes in, turns into ton cell, lop cell, chop, go in. Just one more time. So on the other side, it's going to look something like this. I'm not sure. Yeah. So it's going to be like this. So that's the other side. I think that stepping feels awkward for me, because I've been doing it the way I was doing it, where I put all my weight on the front leg and then shifting. Whereas it should be more like the weight should always be on the back leg, even as you're stepping. The only time the weight shifts is when you shift from side to side. even as you're stepping. So that's just something that I have to get used to doing, because I developed the habit of lunging forward, going, and then shifting. So that's a bad habit, because that means when I'm stepping in, I'm lunging forward. I'm putting myself at risk. Whereas if I stepped the way my Sifu demonstrated, where he still kept his weight back, I think it's much safer because he's not going head in first. So I'm gonna keep focusing on that. Hopefully you guys don't have the same bad habit I do. But if you do, now it's a good time to kind of review where your body is when you're stepping forward or even stepping to the side. So that's this week's class notes. Let me know if this is helpful for you. If it is, let me know in the comments, email me, leave a Facebook message, tweet me, all that. But if it's not, let me know how I can improve it. All right, until next time, keep training.